Hi, my name is Katrin, and since I went on vacation last week for an entire week to Basel, I decided I would use that time to handwrite the first draft of my next story. When I started it, I was sure I would absolutely fall in love with handwriting again. Ages ago, when I wrote my first real thing in English, I wrote it all by hand in coffee houses, and it was just the most magical thing ever. I had this gorgeous book that I still have somewhere, and I just wrote. I never wrote it into a computer. It was all by hand. I loved it. So I wanted to get some of that magic again. So I decided what a perfect time to do it while I was in Basel and just writing by hand. So I was there for an entire week. It was beautiful. I've been there several times before, so it was nothing new, but it was just beautiful. I loved it. However, I was quite exhausted doing everything with my child and my partner, so I wasn't really that inspired to write, but I did a couple of evenings sit down on the couch in our hotel and I wrote a bit. Then when I came back from the vacation, I decided to continue writing a bit for a couple of days just to see if I could do this. And let me tell you something, I did not like it at all. So I started just writing a couple of things that I want to add into the story, like the beginning and the middle. And then I started writing a little bit about the characters, and I tried to start on chapter 1 and didn't go that well. I've now decided that chapter 2, and then I started writing chapter 2, and I wasn't feeling it. I really wasn't feeling it. I felt I was writing so slow, I felt I was so constructed with this, it was hard. I then just started writing little notes about chapter 1, chapter 2, and things like that, and I felt that was a little bit better. I tried then again writing a couple of chapters, but I just didn't get the flow of it at all. So the final thing I decided to write was basically a super quick overview plotting of what the novella would be, the story would be, and that one sentence for every chapter and things like that. And that was the final thing that I did, and let me tell you, no more. So in total, I think I wrote around 1,000 words, which isn't a lot. And I was writing it for 1.5 weeks, where I decided to try to write this to give it a little bit more chance. Maybe it was Basel and not being at home, but then when I was at home, it was even worse. So I don't think I'll do this again. I just somehow did not find it magical anymore. I don't know what it was. I was using some of my favorite pens. This notebook is a delight to write in, and I've used it before. I do use it with notes and things like that when I was, for example, writing my first story. And I have this is my draft 2 to-do list, and I love having it that way and using it in that sense. But trying to write an entire chapter, entire scene, I did not like it. I did not like it at all. So I think I will not continue writing the first draft of anything by hand. I really did not like it. If you like it, great. What am I doing wrong? I think the main difference for me when I'm doing it now versus when I was doing it when I was a teenager is, I don't know, maybe patience. I think I'm so quick now to type by hand that when I'm handwriting, my hands don't catch up to my brain basically. So I was always I'm not quick enough, which was might be fine if you're thinking of things, but I had this plan and I was trying to write it out. It simply just didn't inspire me as much as it did when I was a teenager and writing by hand. I don't want to chase something that I used to love. I mean, it's fine trying it again, but I'm not going to try to chase that feeling that I had by handwriting when I actually have that feeling when I'm writing. What I think I want to try next is dictating. I think that might be fun. I do still love handwriting out like to-do lists and working out certain plot points or like the flow of the entire piece. However, I don't think I will go back and handwrite scenes or entire chapters or anything like that. So yeah, that is it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye.